Silence is often misunderstood as merely the absence of sound, but in truth, it is a powerful space for reflection, clarity, and growth. The hidden power of silence invites us to explore how moments of stillness hold the potential to unlock profound personal transformation. In a world filled with constant noise and distractions, silence offers a sanctuary, a place where we can reconnect with our true selves and gain clarity on our thoughts, emotions, and life's direction. It is through this intentional quiet that we discover the strength to move forward with purpose and resilience. Silence is often misunderstood as merely the absence of sound, a void that holds little significance in the noise-driven world we inhabit. Yet silence is far more than the absence of chatter or the stillness of an empty room. It is a profound and powerful space, a sanctuary where personal growth and meaningful decision-making unfold. In the midst of life's relentless pace, silence becomes a refuge, a place where clarity emerges, allowing us to pause and reconnect with the essence of who we are. The transformative nature of silence lies in its ability to strip away distractions, inviting us to confront ourselves honestly and explore the depths of our thoughts and emotions. This sanctuary of silence becomes most evident when life feels chaotic and overwhelming. Surrounded by the constant noise of responsibilities, expectations, and demands, we often find ourselves disconnected from our inner compass. Silence, however, provides a moment of respite, a safe harbor where we can step back from external pressures and reflect deeply. In these quiet moments, the noise of the world fades, and what remains is the clarity that allows us to understand our priorities, values, and desires. It is within this sacred stillness that the seeds of personal growth are sown, giving us the strength to face challenges with renewed purpose and determination. When we embrace silence, it becomes a powerful teacher. It compels us to listen, not to others, but to the whispers of our inner selves. In these moments, we gain insight into our fears, motivations, and aspirations. Silence fosters a dialogue within, one that is free from judgment and external interference. This conversation with ourselves is essential for self-discovery, enabling us to identify not only our strengths, but also the areas where we seek improvement. As we delve into this introspective process, we learn to recognize patterns of thought and behavior that may hinder our growth, and we begin to forge a path toward change. The power of silence is also deeply intertwined with decision-making. In a world that rewards quick answers and snap judgments, the ability to pause and deliberate is often undervalued. Silence allows us to resist the temptation of haste, encouraging us to weigh our options and consider the consequences of our choices. It provides the mental space necessary to align our decisions with our values and long-term goals. Rather than succumbing to external pressures or fleeting emotions, we can access a deeper well of wisdom within ourselves. This process not only leads to more thoughtful and intentional choices, but also reinforces our confidence in our ability to navigate complex situations. Beyond fostering personal reflection, silence cultivates resilience. Life is filled with uncertainty, and challenges often arise unexpectedly, leaving us feeling unmoored. Silence, however, becomes a steady anchor, grounding us in moments of turmoil. By creating space to process our emotions and gather our thoughts, it enables us to approach difficulties with a calm and composed mindset. This strength derived from silence is not passive. It is an active choice to pause and reflect rather than react impulsively. In doing so, we cultivate the emotional fortitude to endure setbacks and adapt to change, emerging stronger and more self-assured. The nature of silence, then, is far from empty or passive. It is a force that empowers, nurtures, and transforms. In its stillness, it holds the potential to reshape our perspectives, guiding us toward greater self-awareness and purposeful living. By embracing silence, we reclaim our capacity to grow, to think deeply, and to act with intention. It becomes a companion on our journey, reminding us that within the quiet lies an unparalleled strength, waiting to be discovered and harnessed. Silence, when fully embraced, reveals itself not as a void, but as the most profound expression of presence and power. Silence is a gateway to self-awareness, a bridge connecting us to the core of our being in ways that words and noise often obscure. In a world brimming with distractions, silence serves as an antidote, creating the space necessary for self-reflection and deeper understanding. When we allow ourselves to sit in silence, free from external stimulation, we gain access to an inner dialogue that is both enlightening and transformative. This practice of introspection reveals the intricacies of our thoughts, emotions, and desires, fostering a level of self-awareness that is essential for personal growth. The journey towards self-awareness begins with recognizing the value of silence as a tool for observation rather than judgment. In the stillness, we are free to explore our inner world without the interference of external expectations or societal norms. This exploration allows us to identify our true feelings, even those we might have suppressed or ignored. Silence acts as a mirror, reflecting our deepest fears, aspirations, and motivations with clarity. Through this process, we learn to distinguish between the voices of external influence and our own authentic inner voice, gaining insight into what truly drives and fulfills us. Emotional clarity emerges naturally from this state of self-awareness. Silence provides the opportunity to sit with our emotions, to feel them fully, without the compulsion to act immediately. In the hustle of daily life, emotions are often hurriedly categorized as positive or negative, but silence encourages us to view them with curiosity and openness. Anger, sadness, joy, or fear, all emotions find their rightful place when we take the time to acknowledge and process them. By doing so, we develop a nuanced understanding of our emotional landscape, enabling us to respond to situations thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. As silence nurtures emotional clarity, it also sharpens our ability to manage emotions effectively. Emotional intelligence, a vital skill in navigating personal and professional relationships, is deeply rooted in the awareness and regulation of our own feelings. When we embrace silence, we create a buffer between stimulus and response, a moment to assess the situation and choose our reaction. This intentional pause fosters a sense of control over our emotions, reducing the likelihood of misunderstandings and conflicts. Over time, this practice strengthens our capacity for empathy as we become more attuned to the emotional states of others. Silence also deepens our understanding of how emotions influence our decision-making. Without moments of stillness, we may find ourselves swept away by fleeting feelings, making choices that are misaligned with our long-term goals or values. By reflecting in silence, we create the space to evaluate our options through the lens of clarity and intention. This process not only helps us make decisions that resonate with our true selves, but also builds confidence in our ability to navigate complex situations. The clarity gained through silence becomes a guiding force, allowing us to approach challenges with a balanced perspective. In addition to fostering personal insights, silence enhances our relationships by cultivating emotional intelligence. When we are deeply aware of our own emotions, we are better equipped to understand and validate the emotions of others. This awareness creates a foundation of empathy, enabling us to connect on a deeper level. In conversations, silence can be a powerful tool, offering the space needed to truly listen and absorb what the other person is sharing. This active listening, born of silence, strengthens relationships by demonstrating respect and genuine care. By practicing silence in our interactions, we foster a culture of understanding and mutual support. The transformative power of silence lies in its ability to create a balanced emotional state, one that is neither suppressed nor overwhelming. Through regular practice, silence becomes a sanctuary where we can recharge and recalibrate It teaches us that emotions, no matter how intense, are temporary and manageable. This realization allows us to face life's uncertainties with grace and resilience, knowing that we possess the inner resources to weather any storm. Silence becomes not just a momentary retreat, but a lifelong practice that empowers us to live authentically and intentionally. Silence invites us to embrace the full spectrum of our humanity, to sit with our imperfections and celebrate our strengths. It is in the quiet moments that we come to understand who we truly are, beyond the roles we play and the expectations placed upon us. By nurturing self-awareness and emotional intelligence, silence lays the foundation for a life of purpose and connection. It reminds us that within the stillness lies the potential for profound growth, healing, and transformation. Through silence, we learn to navigate the complexities of our inner world with courage and compassion, emerging stronger and more self-assured. Silence is often misunderstood as a barrier to communication, yet it holds unparalleled power in fostering meaningful connections and strengthening relationships. In its quiet embrace, silence becomes a tool for enhancing listening skills, cultivating empathy, and resolving conflicts with grace and understanding. While words carry information, silence creates the space needed for true dialogue, where mutual respect and deeper understanding flourish. By intentionally incorporating silence into our interactions, we unlock its potential to transform the way we connect with others, paving the way for stronger, more authentic relationships. The foundation of effective communication lies in the ability to listen deeply, and silence is integral to this process. In a conversation, silence allows us to absorb the words of others fully, free from the distractions of formulating our responses. It encourages us to focus not only on what is being said, but also on the emotions and intentions underlying the words. This attentive listening signals to the speaker that their thoughts and feelings are valued, fostering a sense of trust and openness. In moments of silence, we demonstrate respect for the speaker's voice, creating an environment where genuine dialogue can thrive. Beyond enhancing listening, silence nurtures empathy by providing the space to consider the perspectives and experiences of others. When we allow silence to punctuate our conversations, we open ourselves to understanding the emotions and challenges of those we interact with. Empathy requires us to step outside of our own viewpoint and into the world of another, a process that is often hindered by the noise of assumptions or preconceptions. Silence quiets this mental clutter, enabling us to approach others with compassion and a willingness to connect on a deeper level. Through silence, we cultivate the patience necessary to truly hear what others are communicating, even in their unspoken words. In the realm of conflict resolution, silence emerges as a powerful tool for de-escalation and thoughtful engagement. When emotions run high and tensions escalate, reacting impulsively often exacerbates the situation. Silence, however, creates a pause, a moment to regain composure and reflect on the best course of action. This deliberate stillness allows all parties involved to step back from the heat of the moment, reducing the likelihood of reactive words that may deepen the divide. In this pause, silence fosters an environment where understanding can replace hostility and collaboration can take the place of confrontation. Moreover, silence during conflict encourages clarity and constructive dialogue. When faced with disagreement, allowing moments of silence provides an opportunity to process the issue at hand and consider the perspectives of others. This reflective space enables us to respond thoughtfully rather than defensively, prioritizing resolution over the need to prove a point. Silence invites introspection, helping us identify our own emotions and motivations while considering how our words and actions might affect others. This self-awareness, combined with a focus on empathy, creates a foundation for resolving conflicts in a manner that strengthens relationships rather than damaging them. silence also plays a pivotal role in strengthening the bonds between individuals by fostering a sense of presence and authenticity. In a world where conversations are often rushed or superficial, silence slows the pace, allowing for meaningful exchanges. It encourages us to be fully present with others, giving them our undivided attention and creating a space where vulnerability feels safe. This presence deepens connections, as it shows that we value the person before us, not just their words. Through silence, we communicate that we are not merely listening, but truly hearing, a distinction that builds trust and intimacy. The transformative power of silence in relationships lies in its ability to shift the focus from speaking to understanding. It encourages us to move beyond the need to fill every moment with words, teaching us that sometimes the most profound connections are formed in shared quiet. Silence invites reflection, creating a space where we can honor the complexities of human interaction. By embracing silence, we allow ourselves to be more mindful, patient, and compassionate, qualities that are essential for cultivating healthy and lasting relationships. Silence serves as a reminder that communication is not solely about what is spoken, but also about what is felt and understood. In its stillness, we find the capacity to listen deeply, empathize fully, and resolve conflicts with thoughtfulness and care. It is through silence that we discover the richness of human connection, a richness that transcends words and reaches the very heart of what it means to relate to one another. By embracing the power of silence, we not only enhance our interactions, but also transform the way we engage with the world, creating relationships built on mutual respect, understanding, and genuine connection. Silence is a fertile ground for creativity and mindfulness, offering a space where the mind can roam freely, unburdened by the noise and distractions of daily life. In its stillness, silence acts as a sanctuary, allowing ideas to surface and connections to form that might otherwise remain hidden amidst the clamor. Creativity flourishes when the mind is given room to breathe, and silence provides exactly that. A pause in the chaos, a moment to step away from the external and focus inward. By embracing silence, we create an environment where imagination can take flight and mindfulness can anchor us in the present. The connection between silence and creativity is deeply rooted in the way the mind processes information. When surrounded by constant noise, our thoughts are fragmented, pulled in countless directions, and dominated by external stimuli. In contrast, silence clears the mental slate, providing the space needed for innovative ideas to emerge. In moments of stillness, the mind is free to explore uncharted territories, to wander without restriction, and to draw unexpected links between disparate concepts. It is in these quiet spaces that some of the most profound creative breakthroughs occur, as the absence of noise invites the mind to think expansively. Silence fosters mindfulness by grounding us in the present, freeing us from the distractions of past regrets or future anxieties. In a world filled with distractions, mindfulness serves as a counterbalance, bringing our attention back to the here and now. Silence enhances this practice by eliminating the external noise that often pulls us away from the present moment. In the quiet, we can focus on our breath, our thoughts, or the sensations of our environment, cultivating a heightened sense of presence. This mindful awareness not only reduces stress, but also allows us to engage with our experiences more fully, enriching our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. The relationship between creativity and mindfulness becomes particularly evident in moments of silence, where the two often work in harmony. Mindfulness quiets the noise of self-doubt and external pressure, creating a mental space where creativity can thrive. By focusing on the present, we free ourselves from the constraints of past failures or future uncertainties, allowing our creative instincts to flourish. This synergy is especially valuable for artists, writers, and thinkers, who often find that their most inspired ideas emerge during periods of quiet contemplation. In silence, the boundaries of the imagination expand, opening up new possibilities for innovation and expression. In addition to fostering individual creativity, silence has a collective dimension that enhances collaboration and shared understanding. When groups or teams embrace silence, they create a space for listening, reflection, and the exchange of ideas without interruption. This shared quiet can lead to more thoughtful discussions, as participants are encouraged to consider their contributions carefully before speaking. The result is a deeper level of collaboration, where creativity is not only individual, but also collective, driven by the insights and perspectives that silence makes possible. Mindfulness, supported by silence, also encourages a shift in perspective that is vital for creative problem solving. By grounding us in the present, mindfulness helps us view challenges from a fresh angle, free from the biases and assumptions that might cloud our judgment. Silence deepens this process, providing the clarity needed to approach problems with curiosity and openness. In this state of mindful awareness, we are better equipped to identify innovative solutions, as silence fosters the patience and focus required to explore complex issues with depth and creativity. Furthermore, silence cultivates resilience in the face of creative blocks or moments of doubt. When we encounter obstacles in our creative pursuits, the temptation to force a solution or seek external validation can be overwhelming. Silence, however, offers a different path, one of acceptance and introspection. By sitting quietly with our thoughts, we create a space to process these challenges without judgment, allowing our minds to reset and recharge. This practice not only alleviates the pressure to produce, but also opens the door to new ideas and perspectives, enabling us to overcome creative hurdles with renewed energy and confidence. The benefits of silence extend beyond creativity and mindfulness to encompass a broader sense of well-being. In its stillness, silence becomes a refuge from the constant demands of modern life, offering a moment of reprieve where we can reconnect with ourselves. This reconnection is essential for maintaining balance, as it reminds us of the importance of self-care and the need to nurture our inner world. By embracing silence, we cultivate a sense of peace and clarity that carries over into all aspects of our lives, enhancing not only our creative and mindful practices, but also our overall quality of life. Silence is not an absence, but a presence that enriches our minds, grounds our thoughts, and inspires our spirits. It is within the quiet that we discover the vast potential of our creativity and the transformative power of mindfulness. By welcoming silence into our lives, we open ourselves to a deeper understanding of what it means to be fully present, to imagine boldly, and to live with intention. In its gentle stillness, silence offers us the tools to create, to reflect, and to grow, reminding us that sometimes the most profound insights arise not from the noise, but from the quiet spaces in between. Silence is a tool that helps us navigate life's challenges with clarity and purpose. In the realm of practical applications, silence emerges as a profound force for improving decision-making, alleviating stress, and fostering resilience. By stepping into moments of quiet, we create a sanctuary where thoughtful reflection replaces impulsive reactions, enabling us to align our choices with our values and aspirations. This intentional embrace of silence becomes a cornerstone of personal growth, equipping us with the inner strength and clarity needed to face challenges with confidence and composure. The relationship between silence and decision-making is deeply rooted in the way it allows us to process information without the interference of external noise or pressure. In a fast-paced world where decisions are often made in haste, silence provides the space to deliberate and weigh our options with care. It creates a buffer between stimulus and response, granting us the opportunity to consider not only the immediate implications of our choices, but also their long-term consequences. By stepping into silence, we access a deeper well of wisdom, drawing upon our instincts and values to guide our actions. This deliberate approach to decision-making reduces the likelihood of regret and fosters a sense of confidence in our ability to navigate complex situations. Silence relieves stress. Imagine sitting quietly with a cup of tea after a long day. The absence of noise, helping your thoughts settle into calm clarity. In moments of silence, the mind is given the freedom to rest, recalibrate, and restore its natural equilibrium. The constant barrage of noise, whether from external sources or our own racing thoughts, often exacerbates stress and anxiety. Silence, however, quiets this inner turbulence, creating a space for mindfulness and reflection. By focusing on our breath or simply allowing our thoughts to settle, we cultivate a sense of calm that counteracts the pressures of daily life. This practice not only reduces stress, but also enhances our ability to approach challenges with a clear and composed mindset. The stress-relieving power of silence extends beyond the individual to influence the environments we inhabit. In workplaces, homes, and communities, fostering a culture of silence can create a collective sense of calm and focus. Meetings that incorporate moments of quiet reflection, for example, allow participants to gather their thoughts and contribute more thoughtfully. In family settings, encouraging silent moments can deepen connections as it provides space for introspection and emotional balance. By normalizing silence as a part of our shared experiences, we create environments that promote mental clarity and emotional well-being, benefiting not only ourselves, but also those around us. In addition to its role in decision-making and stress management, silence is a cornerstone of resilience, the ability to adapt and thrive in the face of adversity. Life's challenges often test our emotional and mental fortitude, and silence becomes a tool for navigating these trials with grace and strength. In moments of difficulty, silence allows us to pause, process our emotions, and reflect on the best course of action. This pause is not an act of avoidance, but a deliberate choice to approach challenges with thoughtfulness and resolve. By creating a space for reflection, silence helps us cultivate the inner resources needed to persevere and emerge stronger from life's trials. The connection between silence and resilience is further reinforced by its capacity to foster self-awareness. In the quiet, we gain a clearer understanding of our thoughts, emotions, and patterns of behavior. This self-awareness is essential for recognizing our strengths and identifying areas where we can grow. It equips us with the tools to respond to setbacks with adaptability and creativity, turning obstacles into opportunities for learning and development. Silence teaches us that resilience is not merely about enduring difficulties, but about transforming them into catalysts for growth. The practical applications of silence extend to its ability to enhance our relationships and interactions with others. In conflicts or disagreements, silence serves as a buffer, allowing tempers to cool and emotions to settle. It creates a space where understanding and empathy can replace defensiveness and hostility. By choosing silence in tense situations, we demonstrate a commitment to constructive dialogue and mutual respect. This intentional pause often diffuses tension, paving the way for resolutions that strengthen rather than fracture relationships. In this way, silence becomes a powerful tool for fostering harmony and understanding in both personal and professional contexts. Moreover, silence plays a crucial role in helping us maintain focus and productivity in an increasingly distracted world. The constant influx of information and demands for our attention can lead to mental fatigue and reduced efficiency. By incorporating intentional moments of silence into our routines, we create opportunities to reset and refocus, Whether through meditation, quiet walks, or simply stepping away from our devices, these moments of stillness enhance our ability to concentrate and perform at our best. Silence becomes a practice that not only supports our mental health, but also maximizes our potential in all areas of life. The transformative power of silence lies in its ability to reconnect us with our inner selves and the world around us. In its stillness, we find a space to reflect on our purpose, values, and aspirations, aligning our actions with what truly matters. Silence reminds us of the importance of slowing down, of being present, and of cherishing the moments of clarity that emerge when the noise fades. It is a practice that grounds us, strengthens us, and prepares us to navigate the complexities of life with wisdom and grace. By embracing silence as a practical tool, we unlock its immense potential to guide us toward a life of balance, resilience, and fulfillment. In the quiet moments that silence affords, we are invited to examine the motivations behind our actions. Life's demands often pull us in multiple directions, leaving little room to assess whether our choices align with our true values. Silence creates this space, encouraging us to pause and reflect on our priorities. In this reflection, we find the courage to let go of actions and pursuits that do not serve our higher purpose, making room for those that do. This alignment is not simply about productivity or efficiency, but about living authentically, ensuring that our actions stem from a place of integrity and intentionality. Silence also deepens our understanding of gratitude by drawing our attention to the abundance that surrounds us. In a world focused on constant acquisition and achievement, it is easy to overlook the simple joys and blessings present in everyday life. Silence slows us down, encouraging us to notice these often unseen gifts. A kind gesture, a moment of peace, the beauty of nature, or the support of loved ones. In the stillness, we become attuned to the richness of life, fostering a profound sense of appreciation that shifts our perspective from scarcity to abundance. Gratitude, cultivated in silence, transforms how we approach life, filling us with a sense of contentment and fulfillment. This practice of gratitude is intricately tied to the transformational potential of silence because it changes not only how we perceive the world, but also how we engage with it. When we are grounded in gratitude, our actions naturally reflect a greater sense of compassion and generosity. In silence, we realize how deeply our lives connect with others. This awareness inspires us to act in ways that uplift and support others, creating a ripple effect of positivity and connection. In this way, silence not only transforms our internal landscape, but also influences the broader world through our actions. The transformational power of silence is also evident in how it fosters self-compassion and acceptance. In the quiet, we are able to sit with our imperfections and embrace them as part of our humanity. Instead of judging ourselves harshly for mistakes or shortcomings, we learn to approach these moments with kindness and understanding. This self-compassion strengthens our resilience, allowing us to move forward with grace and confidence. By aligning our actions with self-acceptance, we cultivate a healthier relationship with ourselves, which in turn enhances our ability to navigate challenges and pursue meaningful goals. Silence inspires a shift in perspective that is essential for personal growth. It creates a space where we can step back from the noise of external expectations and reconnect with our inner voice. This reconnection is transformative as it empowers us to make choices that reflect our authentic selves rather than conforming to societal pressures. Silence teaches us to listen deeply, not only to the world around us, but also to the wisdom within. In doing so, it becomes a guide, helping us navigate life's complexities with clarity and purpose. The potential of silence to inspire gratitude and align our actions with our values extends to how we relate to time. In a culture that often glorifies busyness, silence reminds us of the importance of presence. It encourages us to savor moments rather than rushing through them, to appreciate the journey rather than fixating solely on the destination. This mindful engagement with time fosters a deeper connection to our experiences, enriching our lives and reinforcing our sense of purpose. By embracing silence, we learn to slow down and appreciate the beauty of each moment, transforming how we live and perceive the passage of time. Silence is a source of transformation that touches every aspect of our lives. It aligns our actions with our values, deepens our capacity for gratitude, and strengthens our relationships with ourselves and others. In its stillness, we discover a wellspring of insight and inspiration that guides us toward a life of authenticity, connection, and meaning. By welcoming silence into our daily practices, we unlock its profound potential to reshape our perspectives and enrich our existence, reminding us that the greatest transformations often arise not from noise, but from the quiet spaces within. In conclusion, silence is far more than the absence of sound. It is a transformative practice that touches every dimension of our lives. By integrating moments of quiet into our daily routines, we open the door to self-awareness, creativity, and emotional resilience. Silence provides a sanctuary for reflection, allowing us to connect with our inner selves and align our actions with our deepest values. It fosters mindfulness, enabling us to live fully in the present, and nurtures gratitude by helping us recognize the abundance that surrounds us. In its stillness, silence offers clarity and balance, empowering us to approach life's complexities with grace and purpose. As we embrace the hidden power of silence, we discover its capacity to transform our relationships, strengthen our decision-making, and enhance our overall well-being. It invites us to slow down, listen deeply, and act with intention. Silence reminds us that within its quiet embrace lies the potential to enrich our lives, cultivate deeper connections, and find peace amidst the noise. By making silence an integral part of our journey, we unlock its extraordinary ability to guide us toward a life of authenticity, fulfillment, and harmony.